figured this might actually be a better introduction into the game. And tonight, or I guess today, I'm gonna figure out how to do this because, I kind of got tired yesterday because of some things, and I realized I was in no condition to be running a factory. Now, if we're gonna want to actually get somewhere in this game, we're gonna need to go big, which is exactly what I'm plotting on doing. Now, the thing is that we haven't been polluting anything for a while now. Because if I check the map, our pollution should be at a pretty low level. Which is pretty good, I think. So, I think it doesn't help the fact that I have so much just a block kind of messing up how I'm seeing the map. But I'm sure I'll figure it out. Also, let me get some music on. Yeah, this kind of sucks, unfortunately. Okay. Yeah, I didn't feel like having inventory space anyways. So here's how I see it. Well, there we have a problem. Great. Excellent. What? Yeah, that doesn't look right. Really? Come on. Oh wait, no, I'm supposed to do it like... No? Bingo. So the thing is, the problem that I had last time is that I'm not really sure how I want my smelting to go. So what I need is that I need a way to be able to stack whatever I need here. So I'm thinking if I have one resource type here, and then I could just go up as many times as I need and then have the output kind of have like a corridor of sorts, and then have the next type over here, corridor, and then last but not least I'd have stone, one last corridor like that. So for copper, I know I have 3 lines. So what I might end up doing, this isn't gonna look pretty, but let's see. So now, gotta figure out where all of it's gonna be going. Now what I am going to do is I'm going to copy paste this and basically give myself a visual. I'm thinking like, will that actually work? Why not? All right. This I'm okay with. Now I gotta think about the output. Also output And then last but not least, God, I knew this would be painful, but it just, I don't think it just registered just how bad it's gonna get in terms of just having to get everything set up. At least for the time being, this is going to be pretty good. So now we've got copper, which makes me think I don't want to bring this up here. Because both of these are technically halves. I do want to try and get them across. And last but not least, no wait, that's not the right spot. And if for whatever reason we need a third lane or a fourth, we can just add on top or add below, I guess would probably be the better choice. So now we have, so those two lines I mean, I guess I could just steal both of these lines. And this is where the spaghetti begins. Because honestly, I mean, even what I gave to the coal here is still way too much. Like, yeah, sure, it's balanced. All right. I think I can do this. Right. So we might start running into an issue if I stop making the resources that I require. So I'm gonna see if I can try and like make it more or less equal to where it was before. So I'm gonna take the blueprint that I had. And obviously I don't wanna I don't wanna get too close. At least not yet. I could also resort to flipping it, which would make my life a little easier actually, because then, you know, it's really, I'm sending all the lines at the same time. But then I'd probably need to make it a little further, which is actually not that big a deal. Yeah, I think I'm gonna do that. But, well, that was a gaffe on my part. Get rid of all of it. Get rid of it all. Alright. So that is 1, 2, 3, and now I need one last one. At least for the time being. Because I am going to have to think about steel as well. Which, you know, is its own wonderful thing that I really, really love thinking about. And definitely don't want to miss out or skip doing. But it is what it is. So. All right. So, as per last time, resources are going to come in this way. And then grabbers. No, actually, that's wrong. What? Oh, whoops. Alright, well, I guess I will need to get some more stone. But for the time being, let me get these ones while I'm at it. Oh, that's weird. Huh. What I could do, because all this is an output line, I could run it out this way. Assuming I remember how. Let's see. I'll have enough space for one more line, which is not that bad. Unless I were to push this line out by one. Because that way it's not two lines that I'd have to cut through. It's only one. Alright. So I've got 3 on this side. And then 3 on this side for the time being with a... I guess that one can be fine. Now what I could do actually would make my life significantly easier if I do this right here. Is if I somehow were to cut up these 4 lines. Cause I am gonna have 4 supply lines anyway, so might as well make them here. Alright, so that's going to be my first strategy. One's going to go down. This one. This one I'll give space. This one's going to go underground directly into that, and then last but not least, cool. I now have 4 lines of iron ready to be processed, which is pretty good, I would say. So now you know what, now you probably know what happens next. This part I actually really do enjoy because it... Oh, there you go. Don't think I want to go that way. So resources, it's going this way. And then another resource lane. Let's go this way. No, I'm out of lanes. If only I had a surplus. Well, I mean, it is going to be just barely enough, I believe. Nice. Now soon the great mighty machine will roar into life and all's gonna be honky-dory. So it does look like some of the coal is having a little bit of trouble. And I just think it's due to the sheer amount. But we'll see what the production and the consumption rate looks like once we actually like fire this thing off. I do want to finish before I do any of that though. I do want to clear out some of my inventory because if I have an opportunity, I might as well take it. So, what do I need? What do I need? I need stone. I need stone. Alright, so while most of what we have is already more or less set up, actually, I think I know what I'm going to do with that one line. You see, this lane isn't, well, it was kind of like an odd man out. So what I'm thinking is either I redirect the two, I guess, orphan lines and have them into creating steel, which could be, you know, right here, right beside it, make my life a little easier. I could just have one, you know, this one going off here. But I also need to find a way to get coal, like extra coal in here, because if I recall, steel requires a lot of iron plates. But on the other hand, I can always just kind of ride off on this until I get what I need. Anyways, let me do one thing before I start doing another. Let's see here. All right, so what I want to do is I want to stress test my system. So to do that, I'm gonna need to think about the way I hook things up. Yeah, I guess that works. Yeah, if I can at least keep one thing consistent and make it look more or less organized, you bet your ass I'm gonna do just that. Now, I'm pretty sure that this isn't enough to, like, knock down any of my power. Hey, you know what? It's all for a grand reveal, okay? Have you ever played a game where the factory is already running when you walk into it? Have you fool, have you never played a single Gear of War game? It's like, oh man, this place is pretty quiet, and then boom, as soon as you walk in, you're like the life of the party. You got a bunch of aliens shooting at you. All right, that's what I want to do. That's me. I'm literally him. I'm sorry. I shouldn't be saying I'm literally him. And bada bing, bada boom. We got 4 lanes. Here we go. Yeah, yesterday was weird. I wasn't feeling too well. So, it was very hard for me to put together how I want this to look. I still don't know if this is the way I would have wanted it to look. Yeah, no, it's fine. It's fine. I'll never recover from it emotionally. Like, I'll be scarred for life, and I'll bear it, and I'll be obnoxious about it. But it'll be a really cool personality trait that everyone is gonna know about, whether they want to or not. I have been reading recently, and a lot of what it goes into is reducing how much I complain. And the only thing my brain registered was I have to stop yapping as much, which is a weakness of mine. But if I can make it funny, which is a very hard thing for me to do. Complaining is bad. Complaining is badass. You know it. All right. So we've got the power. We've got the copper. Boom. Now all we have to do is wait for the copper thieves, the scrap gang scrappers to show up. All right, cool. Now we have actual resources, tangible lines of iron, which is excellent because God, I keep forgetting how hard it is to actually like get shit going. All right. Well, at least the factory is roared back to life, which is a great thing. It's great. Only thing is, I really still don't know what I want to do with these resources. Fuck this tree. Yeah, I want to put a gap in for now, at least. So, I guess for the next time, I guess I can't really, I don't want to go into that water. What really sucks is that I put it like kind of in the middle of it. So unless I want to do like a merry-go-round, which would be really funny to do, but I'm not sure if that's the best idea. All right. So first things first, automating science packs. Fairly easy. Can't be that hard. And probably not as trivial as I'm going to make it sound. So, going to do that. Actually, what is the ratio for this stuff? 2-to-1 crafting. So, what I can do is if I do this, actually that works perfectly. Because everything else can just kind of whoop. And then everything else can kind of go on its own way. That, and I could use more transport belts. So I guess I'm doing it. I guess it's finally happening. I guess let's see here. Iron gear wheels and copper plates. Now, if I could, what I would do, I want the plates on this side. There you go. We've segregated the copper plates once again, which is great. Excellent, even. Oh, wait, god damn it. No, that won't work because I still need to provide. Like, it still needs. Oh wait, never mind. I'm full of shit. I'm actually lying to you this whole time. So what I'm gonna do here, I think I can do this one tile closer. So then I do this. All right. So my plan is a couple of long-handed. Actually, I don't need inserters. I've made a bunch already. So bam, 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 bam. You can take that to the bank. And then have these output the red science packs. Actually, I kind of forgot where or how it's going to be placed, so I'm not really going to worry myself with those details just yet. Oh, god damn it, that's horrific. Whatever. Oh, right, and this thing actually also kind of needs power too, I guess. And then boom, boom. Alright. So now I'm gonna find out what... Because I think they get put on the far part of the conveyor belt, if I recall correctly. Alright, so when that hits this, it's gonna do this. Excellent. Alright. Now in theory, I could extend this. Because these things take 5 seconds each to make. If I make 5, that's basically 1 second. So I think I want to make a couple more. Although I'm trying to find out like what would be the golden standard. Because admittedly, I do think that these ones are going to be fairly easy to make. All right, so that is just red science packs. And honestly, I really don't want to have to do more than this for science packs, so I'm just not going to. All right, now for this, I'm going to just... Oh, son of a bitch. Oh, there you go. Cool. So now I can hit this with this. And then, you know, let's have this go into a chest. At least for the time being. Because I'm not sure if I will have... Do I have any more research that I need to do? Yes, I do actually. So I guess I can... So what would I like to research right away? I mean, I guess it's the last of the red stuff, so really not that big of a deal. Yeah, because this is 30, 50, 80, so 180 and 280. And how many are we making a minute? If I were to check 70, yeah, we're gonna be more than fine. We're gonna do just fine. So that is red science packs. Now, my question is it perhaps a good idea to start doing green right away? Because green is not that difficult. It is a matter of making transfer belts, which are stupidly easy to make, and inserters, which are just a little bit annoying. The only reason why they are is because you need a little bit of copper. That's literally all you need. But that copper just requires a lot of space, I would say, because you need a lot of electronic circuits. So you also need to count in the time it takes to craft those copper cables. So now I'm going to start thinking about how I want to make this look. And this is how I did it. I would start off with one thing. And I know that this would I would want this to make copper. Now I could technically have more than one of these feed into a single electronic circuit, and then have this feed me one plate this way. And that would be a circuit. The only problem is I do remember there was a way to do it linearly, which I know is probably, if I don't do it that way, it's gonna haunt me. So that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna figure it out one way or another. So copper. So this is gonna be that. And then I want that to go into here. Because if I can have this, it's gonna go in here, and this is gonna go in here. Now the only thing is, how are the lanes gonna get divvied up? Because I know I can have this, and then I also need to supply a line, which is what I'm gonna work on here now. And then I'm afraid this will, I'm just gonna start making a lot of underground belts, because this is gonna probably be a little taxing, but that's fine. Not the end of the world, basically. Although I feel like I'm gonna need a lot of copper for this to work. So yeah, you know what? Fuck it. Oh, although I do need some transport belts, so I'm just gonna need to grab me some that. And then what I could end up doing, splitting this off here, and then kind of just going off like this. Well, that means completely sacrificing one of the belt lanes, which is not sure how I feel about that. but at the same time, it is dedicated to one lane of research, which is still pretty super duper important. So, you know what? I'm just gonna kind of sleep on that. And I'm not gonna do much. Now, this. Alright. Now, in exchange, let's move this here. Now, in exchange for giving up our that, I guess is the best way to put it. Nope. Because how long does it take to make an electronic circuit? It's the same time as it takes to make a copper cable. Now, in a perfect world, I would be able to have 3 copper cables being made into one electronic circuit, but we don't live in a perfect world. But I'm sure this will suffice. But we do want it to be fresh, so that's what I'm gonna do. So bam, 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 bam. And then we take stuff off this, stuff off this, stuff off this. And then there you go. Perfect. All right. Now, we can power this up right away, but I do want to copy the gram, I would say. Perfect. Nope, wrong one. So, how do I want to power this? Because I can... Oh, right, I still need to do this part. If I can make 5 circuits a second, I wonder how good that is. Cool. I mean, that's pretty good, actually. I would say not too shabby. Not too shabby. See, now... Ah, shit. So we've got one important part out of the way, which was the logistics science packs inserters. Now, as I said before, you can never get enough of electronic circuits. So, guess what I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna start mass producing these and figure out, do I want to make... It probably makes sense if I started making the inserters right here, because this way I wouldn't have to use up too much space, I would say. Also, might have to leave this as is for additional space, which kind of sucks because there's a whole lane that it's not using. Because I gotta feed in the iron somehow. But it is what it is. We'll live. Inserters. Why does it always have to be inserters? Okay. So I do want to see if I can kind of split the difference between these three so I can kind of compensate for what's going on. And this allows me to do this. Let's see. So what I think I'll do is this line will be made into gears. So gears, and then this goes up here to make one line. And I do think it would be nice to have like a dedicated line. So I think I'm gonna put a splitter here as well. One lane is gonna go this way. The other one is gonna be a dedicated lane because I can't stand the thought of just using these circuits for something as stupid. But at the same time, if it works, it works. So, right. Nuts go in here, and thankfully only requires that. Hopefully, no. Ew, what the fuck? Why? Ew, why did, oh, it did the thing. Stop that. All right. That was a mistake of funny proportions. So now we're gonna do this. So this will be our inserters. I don't want to make too many because those are just really obnoxious. And again, if I ever need to make more, I can just extend it, which is really the main point of why I'm doing it the way I am. Is it the best? Hell no. Would I probably do it better tomorrow? Probably. Do I care? Absolutely not. Cool. So now what I have going on is I will have the nuts getting collected from here. And then that doing this. What's nice is that afterwards, what I could do is I could run this line here, split it off. Let's see. Yeah, split this off because having inserters is nice. It's quite the commodity. So I guess that will work. And then this line, what I want to do is I want to make inserters here, have them go onto another line where they will meet up with transport belts, and then have transport belts be made here. Now, on the other hand, it's not really good for, I guess, like expansionism, but oh well, it is what it is. So doing that, not enough space, I'm gonna crab at it. Oh, that's just... Well, this one's a little bit more fucked up than usual. That's okay. Let's see, now we're gonna have a bunch of these being made, which is excellent. Now for the transport belts. Now, technically, I could be cheeky. If I were to do something like that... Oh, great. My weakness. So, what I want to do with this is yeah, I need to kind of think this one just for a little bit. Still need to make gears. Pain. How are we doing on terms of pollution? Alright, we are going to have to start thinking about defenses eventually, or at least paying them a visit to make sure they're, you know, paying their taxes and shit. So... So that'll work this way. And just for the time being, this will have to do. Alright. It ain't pretty. But at least now I can easily scale how many gears I need, which is always really nice. So let's see how many we're making versus how many we're consuming. So yeah, obviously our consumption is always going to be maxed out at production. But if I can see a deviancy by a certain amount, because we are getting closer, because we're able to produce a little more. Unfortunately, production seems to still not be thinking it's enough. Which, this is really good, actually. Oh, actually, here. 2 filter inserters. Or, actually, even better. On the right, let's filter that. Cool. And then this way, we get both right here. Perfect. So that's going to keep our production up by a certain amount. At least for the time being when we're not using anything. Unfortunately, it's not making them fast enough. Because these things, I mean, they're kind of fast. Maybe if I reduce the consumption rate. Yeah, that seems a little more reasonable. Okay. Maybe not for the belts. Okay, no. I guess having having a balance of both is good. So I'm not gonna make that big of a deal anymore. So how many science packs are we making per minute? Effectively. We're making 78 a minute. Which is with that many of those. So we got this line here. How many science packs do we have, though? And you know what? This is probably going to be my first grand sin. Well... And then same deal over here. It's actually one too close. Darn. No, no, my life goal. My life goal to make this whole thing is in ruins because I didn't have one plate or one belt. Oh, what a travesty. All right. We are gonna have to start. Oh, fuck. All right, well, they're attacking. Guess who's risen from their fucking slumber now? You get off my property. Darn bugs. I really don't like how it doesn't tell you you're getting attacked until it's like already like pretty late. Okay. So either I go pay them a visit, or they come and pay me multiple visits during visitation hours. That's really annoying. Actually, I guess 40 is okay. Alright. You know what? We're gonna go pay them a visit. I don't appreciate them sending me, you know, their little gift baskets of, quite frankly, the worst kind, you know, the worst kind of company. Oh shit. I'm confused. Oh, it's just like StarCraft. Easy. Alright. Wait, are they continuing to attack me? Oh hell, I swear to God, if I come down there. Oh my fucking God. There are other bugs. There are other bugs that I missed. What the fuck? Are you kidding me? Excuse me, sir. Get off my fucking lawn. Never in my life have I seen behavior this egregious. They just do not like progress, do they? Wait. Those fucking bastards. How dare they? Alright. I can't figure out where I'm gonna get attacked from. Is it... Alright, I do have a gun turret. I'm gonna go explore this way, because maybe the source of my problems. It just doesn't really make sense where else they could be coming from. Like, there's no way that they would, like, did they go around me? Is that what happened? Like, there's no way it's these chumps. I know that for certain. It can't be these guys. Maharaga. Alright, that was pretty easy. Are you... Oh, fucking A. I was about to get mad, actually. And... Alright. Wow, that looks like a lot of company. Oh shit, that's a lot of bugs. All right. Holy shit. Okay. Why is that one so fast? Small biter. That's fuck. No, no, no. That's nightmare fuel. I'll tell you, that's not a fucking biter. That's fucked up. That's fucked up. Alright. That was fairly close. Alright, well, at least we were able to find a little bit of some oil, which, if I take a look here, 70, that's not fantastic. It's not that great. But it's something. Which, you know, it's better than nothing. So I appreciate it. But I do need to do some, I guess, preliminary surveying to see if there's any more bugs that I should be aware of. Because the last thing I need to be doing is leaving an unattended baby bug next to his burning village. Because I don't want that stuff, you know? I'm not the kind of person to leave a single child behind in a burning village if I were to have to, you know, burn that village down. They just kind of, you know, it's an occupational hazard. It's like, no, I don't want this child to come back and kick my ass like 20 years later. Anyways, I'm gonna break his ankles. All right, good. Man, that is just gross. Alright, sick. So, this entire time we've been doing research, question mark? Why is that thing stuck at 72 or 82? Or is it just how long it takes for research to get done? Oh, no, that's why. It's because I got rid of the labs. Whoops. That's a whoopsie on my part. Alright, oh, that's why. It's because I haven't had the chance to hook this shit up thanks to you know who. Wait a minute. If I'm gonna do it, I'm gonna do it consistently. There we go. Oh, that's why. I also need this stuff. Alright, so you are going to get put up around here. So yeah, plate, I guess chest. One more. And just like that. So now we have green science packs. We did it! Finally have green science packs, and now we're researching again. Now, I could probably spend the next little bit just making a couple of labs. Yeah, I'm gonna need a little bit more than what I got, which sucks. But with this small investment of mine, See, now we're able to research way faster, which is always great and good. And, you know, don't let anyone tell you, but research is badass. Alright, now this is around the part where things are going to start to get interesting. I hope, at least. Because now, we can kind of ride on all that good momentum we've got, and we'll have access to a bunch of goodies, which is, I'm most excited about the engine, because that will give us trains and automobiles, which are going to be really, really, really nice to have. That, taking a look at what else we have here, I know, dynamite, which then is a precursor to cliff explosives, which is going to be super nice to have. That will require us to make some stuff, but that's not really that big of a deal. But yeah, we finally got off the ground. We could get into military science next, but I usually do prefer chemical science if I'm not actually in like a hurry to deal with bugs. But military science is typically pretty good because it gives you some nice things, such as, you know, landmines are pretty good because I mean, I guess they are pretty expensive, so that, and I guess these types of furnaces are going to be really nice as well. Faster and more flexible furnaces and automation. Just overall, just a lot of really, really cool stuff. I do want to finish this physical projectile damage research. And then see if we can research any more stuff. And then I might probably call it a night. Because the last 2 times that I was playing into the night. Or maybe I don't. I don't remember. I don't remember. Sometimes I have a bad habit of... Wait a minute, is this thing out of... Oh my god. Dear god. There we go. There you go. You got it, buddy. Alright, excellent. Our empire, if you can call it that, is finally growing. Nature is healing, some might say. So let's see how we're doing in terms of science production, because I know, you know what, that's actually really not that bad. Like, if I may be as bold to say, I probably could, like, split this off into another 2 branches, and we'll basically have double the amount of science, which... Maybe? Question mark? Maybe? Potentially? Circuit networks, I think are always interesting. Because with the times that I do use them, they're usually just to stop something from being made if they're not, like, up to a certain point on the line, which isn't necessarily a bad thing to do. And it does kind of prevent bottlenecking or, I guess, overzealous machines from taking up all the resources. So it just kind of does the work for me, which is super nice to have. But yeah, I guess for the time being, my main goal is to get to robotics, which I believe requires science. Which is the argument that some might have if you're trying to like get a better foothold on making stuff. Chemical science is is definitely more difficult than military, because this requires what, like piercing round magazines, which is basically just, can you make steel? Grenades, that's just coal with steel, or iron plates and a wall, which all of that stuff can be easily made. It does have a slower crafting time, so it's just something you have to keep in mind. But Blue Science Pack opens up so much more. And I think what it gives you access to is electric furnaces, which are super nice. You cannot go wrong with electric furnaces. However, yeah, we'll see. I'll see where it takes us. Nope. Get out of here. Yeah, I'm busy destroying nature, can't you see? Now I am kind of curious about the power. All right, we are starting to reach that critical point where I have to expand my power production, which is not that hard actually, because typically it's just a matter of taking some resources. Also, I'm surprised that steam engines and boilers don't require any motherfucking copper, because you'd think it'd be really good for like heat transfer. Yet again, you would think. Also, I should probably make a few of these just to make some firearm magazines, because what happened just then is quite gross. It was the bugs doing a guerrilla attack on me, and I don't appreciate that. So they're going to get what they deserve. They're gonna get their homes and shelter and everything destroyed, and it's gonna be really cool and awesome. Because bugs do not deserve my mercy. Although, actually, now that I think about it, I don't think I went far enough. There we go. Nope, still need to go back a bit. That's kind of annoying. All right. All right, there we go. So now we can do the fun part, and we can research some cool stuff. And while that stuff is getting researched, 140. I mean, a lot of the stuff is still gonna take some time. Actually, that would be nice to get. Look at that research speed. Absolutely insane. Now we've got... I forgot what that actually unlocks, so I'm gonna go need to check. More effective means to defend yourself and your factory. So that opens up piercing round magazines, which are a lot more costly, actually. I'm not gonna even lie. It requires 5 copper plates, a steel plate. And a steel plate, if I recall, is not that cheap. 5 iron plates. All that for extra damage. Now, trust me, I hate bugs as much as the next guy, but I do kind of get cold sweats when I think about how much money or how much resources I'm wasting on obliterating them. See, I'm not really a pacifist per se. I'm more of a, is this bullet worth what I'm spending it on? So, researching is going quite well. You know what? Yeah, I'm gonna let a few things finish up here. But I think that'll be all for tonight. I can't really think of what else I want to do just yet. I mean, I guess I can, like... Oh, jeez. Alright, well... There you go. I guess power would actually be something I can do before I go to bed. Again. So if I believe... Boom, boom. Nice. Now, while we're doing that... Damn it, I need the pipe. Actually, never mind that. See, now things are going to get a little interesting. Because now we're going to be providing just enough power to keep us on the top. But for how long? Alright. So if I had to summarize, I say that this was probably the biggest leap. But that's only because we're finally getting back to where we were from last time. Which if I were to say, you know, from having a bunch of smelting stacks to... Oh, I just realized my mistake. Oh well, it is what it is, you live and learn. But while we're researching that... Why is Circuit Network that expensive? Alright. I am probably going to call it a night. Just because I want to continue streaming for you guys tomorrow. And I want to be able to do it around the same time. Yeah. Thank you for watching. And I will see you guys in the next one.